17 multiplied by 3, what is the answer?
That's good. So 17 multiplied by 3, and what is that? Okay, let's enter the right answer. There.
17 minus 1, what is the answer?
I'm going to enter invalid answer in there, and let's see what's going to happen.
Incorrect answer. The right answer is 16.
Okay.
20 plus 7, what is the answer?
And let's go for the right answer again.
(17 minus 8), what is the answer?
Let's see. Okay, let's get this right as well. There we go. We go straight onto level 2. Okay, so that's how it's gonna work. Once you get it all right, it takes you straight to the next level. Okay, with the level 2, that is the form in here. First of all, when you end the form, I want it to exit out. So let's select the form, go straight to the properties and go to event. Inside event, and I want close, the event called form closing. Double click on form closing. That is the event right there. I'm just gonna enter application, I think column exit. Yeah, that's it. There. Alright, so that is taken care of. You see, with the second form, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just copy the functions, everything that I have in here inside the first form. I'm going to copy everything. Okay, you can always call this function, but I'm going to change the values around, so I might as well just copy everything. So grab hold of these, do that again. But if you want to copy it, this has to be changed. If you want to just call this has to be changed to public. But since I'm changing the value, that's fine. There we go. So copy that. There, I'm going to go straight to form number 2, this very one, level 2. Double click on level 2, or that is it right there, I think, here. And right underneath the pragma region there, paste there. So let's change the value in here. So I'm going to make that, let's say, about 48, let's go for 100. Here it's going to be 1 to 47. There we go. Now let's go back to the button as well. I haven't changed anything, so I'm just going to double click on that. Grab hold of all of these. Grab hold of all of that, bring it right down. I'm going to change 1 or 2 things in there. Copy and come straight here. Form number 2. Double click on that and paste that right in there. Paste. Okay, so let's carry out just few changes in here. I'm going to go right up here. You see, in the first place, I'm not going to call anything. I just need game over in there, so I'm going to end that there. The other thing I intend to do, let's see, there's one error underneath here. Yeah, that is it. Get rid of that. Okay, the other thing that I intend to do is I'm going to create one global variable here underneath here. So I'm going to call that duration. And the value is going to be, let's go for 100 there. And let's go back to the form, back to form, the second form, or level 2. On this very level 2, I'm going to add a text box, no, a label. Let's add a label. Grab hold of this, just paste it somewhere here, and that is going to be for my counter. And I also need a timer. Come right here and grab hold of a timer. Scroll right down. There we go. I now have timer object in there. That is fine. And let's give this a name. So let's go straight to the properties in here. Just call that maybe LBL timer counter. There we go. LBL timer counter. And now I will double click on the form. Right inside my form load. And I want to call my function. I have the same name for the function. If you want to change it, you can change it. So alright, that is my function called. And now the timer, let's get it enabled. Timer 1 dash enabled, and that will be equals true. There. And I also want the timer. Let's give it an interval of let's say timer 1 dash interval. It's an interval. There we go. Double click on that. And I'm gonna make the interval about, let's say, 100. There we go. Alright, one other thing is, let's just say timer here first, and let's say timer 1, we want it to start. There. Okay, but first of all, let's do one thing before I go in a folder. I'm going to create a timer object here. Let's say timer 1, that will be equals garbage collected news. Let's say system column windows column from. That will be timer. Just creating an object in there. Right, done. And the other thing is, I'm now going to use the tick function, but the tick function will give me an error if I use it right away. Before I do, okay, let's just enter tick function in there anyway. I'm going to say this dash timer 1 dash or dot tick, and that will be plus equals garbage collect new. Let's say system column. The event that I intend to use will be as an event handler, and I want you to handle this comma, and that will be my form. That's form 1 column timer 1 underscore tick. There. So what I've just done in here is the timer is actually on form 1, but we have an error, the tick, because I don't have event called tick. So let's come right into the design, and I will then double click on the timer. There's the timer there. Double click on it, and we will have our tick event. And there we go. That is the timer tick event, and there goes the error. Okay, right underneath here, let's say txt reset. I want the system to get focused there. Focus as well. Right. Okay, now let's go back to the timer. Oh, that's the timer tick in there. So for those who don't know, all you need to do is double click on the timer here, the object timer, and we're going to enter the following lines of codes in there. So using an if statement, I'm going to say if the duration equals the value of 0, I want the following. So we say timer 1, we want it to stop. There. And LBL, let's say LBL, I'm gonna need something that would say the game is over or anything, so I'm gonna do that. But let's come right down here, just let's say Sappy, let Sappy say something for me. Let's say Sappy, I want you to speak as follows. Sappy dash async, I want you to say the following. Let's say goodbye. Maybe the game is over. Yeah, something like that. There. And the duration in this case, I'm going to increase this duration again so that SAP doesn't repeat herself. So plus 1 equals 1. Right. And underneath here, I'm going to use an if statement, else if, I mean. So grab hold of this and come right down here, else if. Else if the duration is greater than 0, then we want duration to get subtracted. This is that, and the timer itself, timer 1 dash, I want it to stop. Then LBL timer counter, that will be equals duration. Dot, convert that to string. There we go. Now just one thing left. Let's come right in here. I'm just gonna create something that will say game over. Copy this, paste it right here, and I'm going to change the name of that to game over. Let's say LBL game over. LBL game over. Right. Grab all of that, come right down here. First of all, let's change the caption to something larger. Right there. And just change the details. I think that's too big. Let's make it about 40. Yeah, that's fine. Something like that. And we just need to change, maybe 52 we do. Yeah, that's cool. Now, let's enter some data in there. The data that will say game over. Game over. There we go. Just something like that. Okay, I can make it a bit larger anyway. I'm going to go for my 72. About time I make up my mind. Yeah, game over. There. Alright, so back inside my code here, timer code, double click on that, and right here, I'm just going to enter LBL game over, become visible, dash visible. That will be equals true. Now, the game over itself, I was meant to set that character to, let's set it to visible. The property visible, we need to make that false. See where we have visible? Let's change that to false. There we go. Right. And finally, just check the interval and make sure we have, okay, 100. That will do. And there, that is it. So I'm going to run it now. Let's click on run. There, we do have an error. Let's see. Let's check out our error. And here we're missing something there. Here we do have an error. I think it's got to do with the library. Yep, I'm right. It's got to do with the library. I can just copy that here. Let's go here and grab hold of this library. There we go. Grab hold of those library and paste it right in here for form number 1. Yeah, you do need this library because I'm going to be calling the speech and the media. So that is fine. Now come back down here. So those are the lines of codes. It's the same thing with the first one, apart from the timer. Alright, so let's just run that and see how that works. Click on run. There we go. There's no more error.
18
there.
minus 6, what is the answer?
12.
14 multiplied by 11, what is the answer?
Let's say we get that wrong.
Incorrect answer. The right answer is 154. 13 divided by 5, what is the answer?
Just for your information, because I have an integer, the answer to this is going to be 2.
13 plus 2, what is the answer?
Let's see.
76 divided by 29, what is the answer?
Have a look at the timer. The timer is doing its own thing right now. Okay.
Goodbye. The game is over. Goodbye. The game is
as
over.
you can see, that is repeating
Goodbye.
itself, so we
The
can
game is
always
over.
reset. So let's
Goodbye. The game is over.
let's take care of all
Goodbye.
of these buttons. So let's go back in here. This needs to be taken care of as well. See the very first form, double click on that, and let's come right here and just enter as follows. I'm going to use try cache. You can use that as well. The choice is yours. And right underneath here, let's say cache, and that's going to be exception, and that is going to be at ex there. And right in here, I'm going to say system column, let's say Windows, column forms, and column dialog results, and the alias is going to be I exit. There we go. And in that case, I want Sapi to also say something, so we can just get a hold of Sapi, or we just type it out. The choice is yours. Grab this. I just want Sapi to voice out something in here. Confirm if you want to exit, something like that. So grab or get rid of that and just say confirm if you want to exit. There, that's what Sapi will say. And underneath here, I'm going to call this alias here, or my variable. So the variable will be equals message box, and that will be column show. Yeah, confirm if you want to exit. Grab all of everything in here, paste that in here. That will be argument 1, and there's a comma, we enter. Let's just call that math app. Argument number 2 done. Argument number 3, let's say message box button. That will be column yes or no. Then comma. Let's go for argument number 4. That will be message box icon, and the icon I'm going to use will be question. There. So I will now use if statement here. If I exit equals system.dialog result. We can just grab hold of all of these, paste it in here. That will be column, yes. Then we just want the application to exit. Application. Column, exit. So that takes care of my exit function. There. Now for the reset, all I just do is call my, let's double click on that, call the, call the mass function, mass operator function. There we go. And there, so I'm going to repeat the same thing for the other form. So copy all of this. Oh, let's output a message in here. Let's say message box show. Let's just put that in here. My default message will be ex.message. There. Alright, that finally take care of my exit. So I'm going to copy all of this. Copy that, go to form number 2. Right here, double click on that. Paste. Back on form 2, double click on clear. I'm going to pause SAPI right there. Say SAPI dash pause. There. And the reset, let's come in here, reset. No, here. The reset, we need to call the function math operator. There we go, all done. And that's all there is to it. So in here we also need to declare. I can just use this one there as well. Let's paste that in here. There. Now try it one more time, then we can call it the end of this program. And you guys can always modify and improve on it.
21 multiplied by 10, what is the answer?
Okay then, let's add a 0 there. There.
22 divided by 5, what is the answer?
And like I told you, the answer to this will be 4 because we're working with integer.
13 minus 2, what is the answer?
Okay.
$63 multiplied by 11, what is the answer?
Alright, I'm just going to let this run out. Get it wrong, answer in
Incorrect answer.
There
The
we go.
right answer is 693. 82 divided by 22, what is the answer? Goodbye. The game is over. Goodbye. The game is over.
Pause. There. And that is how you create your own math app using C++. So with that, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoyed, and please do subscribe to my channel, and you can also join to become a member of the channel. A lot of benefits for the members. Bye for now.